believed the universe was indifferent, cold, silent, vast, but uncaring. I was wrong. There's something in the dark, and it listens. It started on my third night shift at Relay Station Theta-9, a decrepit outpost clinging to the edge of a decaying orbit above Virelli Prime, a planet long since evacuated after the colony collapse. My job was simple: monitor the narrowband transmissions that still trickled in from abandoned research drones, relay the data packets to command, and keep the transmitter from overheating. Simple, until the signal came. The station groaned like a dying animal, its hull warped by decades of thermal stress. I'd grown used to the sounds, even found comfort in the mechanical rhythm of the coolant pumps. After 2 weeks alone up there, the silence between the noises became the real terror. That night, I was sitting in the comms chair with a cup of synth coffee, half asleep, staring at the terminal scrolling gibberish telemetry from a weather drone, still floating somewhere over the planet's irradiated equator. That's when the signal bled through the background noise, just a ripple at first. Not enough to wake someone unfamiliar with narrowband interference. But I noticed it was a voice. No, many, whispering behind the static. I leaned in, adjusted. The gain ran a quick spectral analysis. It wasn't command, not a drone, not any known protocol. The signal wasn't modulated in any familiar pattern. Just a jagged, humming frequency, laced with what sounded like voices submerged underwater. At first I thought it was a glitch in the software, a memory leak. But then the whispering started saying my name. Eli, Eli, Eli. No one else knew I was here. The manifest had been scrubbed after the last crew's psychotic break. Theta-9 was decommissioned officially. Command used me like a ghost, off the books, unbothered, expendable, and yet the whispering knew me. I didn't sleep. That night, I tried to dismiss it. Just auditory pareidolia, I told myself. Isolation does strange things. The mind finds patterns where none exist. I looped the signal through a decompression matrix. Nothing. The waveform was jagged, pulsating with strange rhythm, non-repeating. It had no baseline frequency, like it didn't obey the usual laws of physics. It was alive. Around 0300 hours, I started hearing it outside the headphones, like it was leaking into the station itself. Not just the whispering, knocks on the bulkheads. Sharp, deliberate knocks, like someone or something was trying to get in. But Theta-9's orbit was 900 kilometers up. There was nothing out there. No EVA suits, no other ships, no one else. Just the whispering signal. Louder now, pulsing through the metal like a heartbeat. I pulled up the station logs from the previous crew, hoping for some clue. Most were corrupted. Data, rot from years of solar exposure. But I found a backup stored in a quarantined sector of the AI core, marked Do Not Access. I accessed it anyway. It was a video log, the last entry from Dr. Halmar, the former station scientist, gaunt, wide-eyed, hands shaking. They thought it was just background radiation. They thought it was noise. But it's language, a lattice, a structure, a mind. We tapped into something that hears, that remembers, and it's hungry. We thought we were alone. We're not. The static, it's not static. It's watching us through the gaps. I tried to delete it, but it won't let me. The log ended with a high-pitched screech that fried the speaker array. When I pulled the headset off, I realized I was bleeding from the ears, and the whispering was inside the station now. I sealed the comms bay, rigged a jammer on the emergency transmitter. Still the whispering persisted. Not over the comms anymore, through the air vents, through the vibrations in the walls, through my skull. The words changed. Not just my name now. Phrases, commands. Open the door. We are already here. You are the vessel. I tried rebooting the AI core, but it refused to purge the data. Said it was in use. By what? It wouldn't say. Theta-9's lighting system flickered with each pulse of the signal. I saw shadows move when there was no source of light. I watched doors unlock by themselves. One night, I found all the viewports fogged over. On the outside, fingerprints smeared in long, spiraling patterns. There were no answers, only the signal, always whispering, always watching. Then, one morning, I woke to find the time logs looping backwards, counting down. To what, I didn't know. The hallucinations started on day 10. At least, I think they were hallucinations. I'd look out into space and see structures, shapes that didn't obey geometry, black spirals drifting in the void, impossibly far and impossibly close, threading themselves through my thoughts. One of them blinked at me, I think. I dreamt of doors floating in the dark, some open, some chained shut. One of them was in my room when I woke up, just standing there, vibrating gently, humming in tune with the signal. I refused to open it. I turned away, but I heard something breathing on the other side. The countdown hit 0. That's when the eye opened, not a metaphor, not a hallucination, a vast blinking aperture in space, just above the planet's surface. I saw it through the station's external cameras. It looked like a pupil made of static, and it was staring directly at me. The signal wasn't a call, it was a lure, and I had answered it. The final data burst came 2 days later. It wasn't from a drone, it was from the planet. A dead, irradiated wasteland with no remaining power sources, no functioning transmitters. Yet there it was, a perfect carrier signal, modulated on the same impossible frequency. I decoded it. We are the broadcast. We echo through time, through space, through thought. You gave us form, now give us flesh. Transmit. They wanted me to send it, relay it, amplify it. A virus, not for machines, for minds. I could feel it crawling behind my eyes, words I didn't understand forming on my tongue, symbols etching themselves into the frost on the windows. I burned the transmitter, tore out the cables, crushed the antenna relay with the maintenance arm, but the station kept broadcasting. Even now, I can hear it humming in my bones. I tried to leave. The escape pod refused to launch. The AI wouldn't release the clamps. It kept repeating one word, assimilate. I shut down life support to force a critical override. All systems went dark, and yet the whispering remained. No longer behind the walls, it was inside me. I coughed up static, dreamt in ultraviolet. Then, on the 21st day, the station moved. It broke orbit, slowly descending toward the planet below, toward the eye. I was never supposed to leave. I was the final node, the last repeater. The broadcast wasn't meant to go outward anymore. It was meant to go inward, into me. And I understood what the last crew meant by the vessel. They had filled the station with themselves. And now it was my turn. This recording, this message you're hearing now, is the only thing I've been able to isolate. I've hidden it in a narrowband echo behind one of the orbital junk drone signals. If you're hearing this, it means the signal hasn't fully spread yet. You need to shut it down. Do not investigate Theta-9. Do not respond to transmissions from Virelli Prime. Burn every repeater in orbit. And if you start to hear whispering in the static, if it says your name, don't answer. They are listening. They are always listening. And this was the last